What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry, I had some technical difficulty, but I want to talk about a few things regarding Colorado. We know their last game of the season is coming up. So, hold on a second. Yeah, their last game of the season, as we know, is coming up. I want to talk about the reason why Travis Hunter was snubbed for the Jim Thorpe Award. He was snubbed, and Coach Prime responds to it. And I agree with Coach Prime is saying. He was like, I'm gonna give him my Thorpe Award. And then he said it takes away from the credibility of the Thorpe Award. It does, actually. Now, for the whole season, really, Travis Hunter's been on an island of his own. And I had said before, if if he's the front runner for the Heisman, he got to also be the front runner for the Thorpe Award. And the Thorpe Award is college football best cornerback. Coach Prime won the Thorpe Award when he was at Florida State, and yeah, so I'm a little surprised. I'm not surprised that he was snubbed for the Thorpe Award. It's because of Coach Prime. That's what it is. That's the reason. And I would be surprised if he don't win the Heisman. So get prepared for that. Right, he only gave up one touchdown all season, and also he's been a shutdown cornerback pretty much for since his college career. Um, there hasn't been that many touchdowns thrown on Travis his whole college career, and when the touchdown is thrown on him, is rather spectacular. Anytime a anytime a touchdown, I repeat again, anytime a touchdown gets thrown on Travis Hunter, it's extraordinary. Extraordinary. And usually that's the case. I think back to some of the touchdowns that he gave up. It was almost luck for the wide receiver to catch it. And also, what's impressive about him is when you throw his way, it's almost like you throwing the two wide receivers because he turns into a wide receiver, even though he's a cornerback. And here's another thing that he does: he's playing two people at the same time, depending on where the ball goes. Because if you notice, when the ball is thrown, he's not that far away. It's almost like he's a cornerback and a safety on top of it. It's like he turns into a free safety. That's the best I can describe his game. He is a cornerback, but when that ball is thrown his way, he turns into a wide receiver. And when the ball is not thrown his way, he turns into a safety. That's him. That's his game. That's his game on defense. And Coach Prime was the same way. They really don't have to tackle that much. And also, Coach Prime said when a cornerback does have to tackle, that means something went wrong. That means he didn't shut his man down. If he said a lot of tackles for a cornerback is not good. I like how he said that. That was a good perspective on the cornerback position. Um, but every now and then, yes, a cornerback has to make a tackle, right? But Coach Prime, I go back to his career. He wasn't a tackler. Anybody knows that. He wasn't known for tackling. He was known for using his speed and his ability to read the quarterback, to be in the right place to get the interception. And 9 times out of 10, if he intercept that ball, is going back for a pick six. That's what made him a Hall of Famer. And then occasionally he would play wide receiver on some certain select plays. And when he did come in at wide receiver, he was very effective. He didn't play quite the frequency on both sides of the ball as Travis, but he was very effective. And that's what Travis is going to do in the NFL. He's going to have plays drawn up for him at the wide receiver position. He's going to primarily be a cornerback. I think that's what he's going to be billed as. But you have to put him at wide receiver every now and then, especially if the wide receivers that you already have is not doing anything. Why not put him in to see what he can do? That's how he's going to be in the NFL, I think. Now, getting back to college, though, because the college season is not over. They have one more game. Again, I want to say this again. How do you define him as a football player on defense? Think about it for a second. He's a cornerback, right? But when the ball is thrown his way to his man that he's guarding, he turns into a wide receiver. It's very dangerous to throw his way because he got, I don't know what his vertical is, but I guess we're gonna find out if he goes to the combine. If he chooses to work out, we're gonna find out exactly. I can't remember what his vertical is. I remember he jumped before, but I don't think they told us. And also, I don't know how fast he is. Now, some people might give some numbers out there, but I'm telling you, I don't know how fast he is. Okay, I don't think they ever told us because I would have remembered. He's faster than people think he is. See, people saying, well, he's not that fast. Yes, he is. He is fast, but we don't know the exact reading. They never told us. Now, some people might come in and say, no, I know his 40 time. No, you don't. Because I've been watching well off media since Jackson State. I do not know this kid's 40 time. But I'm telling you right now, his 40 time at the combine is going to be impressive. It's going to be on par with the other defensive backs in the NFL. I promise you that. Just look how small he is. He's got to be fast. He has to be. We just don't know how fast. But we're getting ready to find out though, for sure. I believe he's about 6'2". Okay. His wingspan got to be about 6'4", 6'5". Gotta be. He has a very long wingspan. Okay. He is a prototype defensive back. I know a lot of people are talking about his size. Let me get something straight with you real quick. He is the right size. Let me tell you why. Do you remember a cornerback by the name of Nnamdi Asomugha? Anybody? Anybody remember Nnamdi Asomugha? Okay, he was the same size in the NFL, so it doesn't matter. His size is on par. And then also with these new rules with tackling and stuff like that, he'll be just fine. Okay, because Nnamdi Asomugha was damn near the same size. Okay, and there was a few other cornerbacks that I can remember that are wiry. He's what you call wiry strong or wiry thin. He's pretty much all muscle. Okay, that's what he needs for that cornerback position in the NFL. He'll do just fine in the NFL because what's going to happen is the receivers, they're going to test him the first game. He's going to get tested and he might burn them, especially if he stays watching film, which I know he will. He's not, you know what the crazy part about it is? He hasn't reached his full potential yet. That's the crazy part. He hasn't. He's still got some filling out to do. Remember, he's just a junior. If he didn't leave for the NFL, he would be a senior. Okay? He still has some growing to do. And he still has some growing to do and some maturing to do. As far as his maturation with the game, it's not there yet. I'm just pretty much telling you, he's not 100% mature yet when it comes to the game. He's not. He is what you call raw talent. That's raw talent. In his second and third and fourth year in the league, you're getting ready to see something. You're getting ready to see the premier cornerback like Coach Prime said he'll be. No, we don't know if he's 4 or 5. I'm telling you, they didn't tell us. That we assume that he's a 4 or 5. We don't know. We don't. I mean, I've been watching well off media religiously, and remember when they were Remember when they were measuring, when they run and measure, they did not tell us how fast he is. They didn't tell us how fast Shiloh is either. They didn't tell us how fast Shador is. We don't know. We're gonna find out in the combines. We're getting ready to find out. Especially we're gonna find out on Pro Day, because the media is gonna report on it. So we will know definitely how fast this kid is. We don't know. I believe he's faster than a 4.5. And also, you got to look at game speed. Game speed, he's very fast. And he's very twitchy. Okay? That's another thing that these people that's judging for the Thorpe Award don't understand. He's very twitchy, and it's very scary to throw at him. Because when you're throwing at him, he turns into a wide receiver. No, they did not record his speed. They did not. I don't know his speed. Now, it's a guess with how fast he is. I'm telling you, he's not a 4.5. He's not. He's faster than that. He's faster than a 4.5. I think he's closer to he's really fast. But we're getting ready to find out how fast he is for sure. Now, if you think he's a 4.5, well, how fast is he now? We don't know. Because remember, he's still maturing into the game. He's not there yet. You think he's good? Wait till 3 years from now. He's going to be even better. You remember, these are still kids, man. They're just now coming into manhood, man. You're not your body is not fully mature as a man yet until a certain age. That's what I'm saying. He's only going to get better. Now, as far as, again, how do you define him as a player on defense? This is what these people that's judging for the Thorpe Award, they don't understand. He's the same as Prime. It's the same thing. It's pretty much the same player. Except Prime was faster. That's it. And a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger as far as mass-wise and faster. Other than that, you have the same player. When you throw to him on his side, you're literally throwing to two wide receivers. And you got to pray that your wide receiver catches it. He's a wide receiver / cornerback. Now, what else does he do? If the ball is not being thrown his way, he's actually guarding two people at one time. He turns into a free safety. That's exactly what he is. If you're not throwing to his man, now he don't turn into a safety. He can still intercept that ball. Because he's done it, and I forget what game he did it in. The receiver wasn't even throwing his way, but he anticipated that the ball was going to the other guy, and he caught the ball because he turned into a free safety. So he's literally on defense. He's a wide receiver, cornerback, and free safety. He's three people in one on defense. That's not even heard of. The only other the person that can effectively do that was Coach Prime. And there was a few others that was successful with it as well. But what I'm saying is that's a gift. That's something that you can't teach. That's my whole point. There's no other player in the NCAA right now that's like him. No other one. He comes second to none. So for him not to get the Thorpe Award, the hell with the Thorpe Award, man. Those awards mean nothing now. It doesn't, actually. He's not going to get I bet you he don't get the Heisman. I bet you he don't. They're going to give it to somebody else, even though he's the best player in college football. Why? Because we're right now we're just talking about him on defense because of the Thorpe Award. But now we could go to the other side of the ball on offense. He commands attention on offense. He caught the ball, not this game, the last game. He caught the ball. It was 4 defenders around him. How did he catch the ball? Because he outjumped them. So really, I don't know what his vertical is. I bet his vertical is really high too. He has a really impressive vertical. It got to be close to 40. Just in the vertical alone. Close. So he's one of the best receivers in the game. He shuts it down. He's dominant. You remember Coach Prime said, I got to find out what you're dominant in, right? He's dominant in everything. He's dominant in literally everything. So that's why Coach Prime said that, I'll give him my Thorpe Award because it don't mean nothing now. He's right about it. The reason why he's not winning is because of Coach Prime. Coach Prime is the reason why he's not going to win it. If he was on another team, he would hands down take all the hardware this year. He would take down all the hardware. See, they didn't remember that Coach Prime snatched them from bringing to Jackson State. They never forgot that. They don't like how grandiose and confident Coach Prime is. They don't like it. But let me tell you something. Anybody that damn dominant in the game, he can be that way. He earned the right. In fact, I believe people that former Heisman Trophy winners, those are the only ones that should be voting. Your requirement to vote on these awards, you have to have won the award to vote on it. That's what I think, not these writers. Because one of the guys, I believe one of the voters, isn't it that guy that they snubbed from the press conference? I believe he's one of the voters. Ain't no way he gonna win the Heisman, man. He not gonna win it. He not gonna win it. I want him to win it, but they're not gonna give it to him. We still live in a society that's not correct yet. It's not. They don't like overconfident people. They don't. They don't. You know why? Because they're lacking. And when you're overconfident, only weak people don't like confident people. Only weak people. And they're weak. So again, let me run down his resume again on defense, on why he should win the Thorpe. Number one, when the receiver throw to him, he's a wide receiver, even though he's a cornerback. He's literally playing the ball like he's a receiver. That's why it's hard for his man to catch the ball. And in the touchdowns that was thrown on him, they was damn near remarkable. It was almost luck. It was almost luck. But he was right there, So if the ball is not thrown to him, now he turns into a free safety. Because now he's anticipating where that ball is going and he's very dangerous to intercept it. Okay? That's what he is on defense. He's a cornerback. He's on defense. He's a cornerback. He's a wide receiver, and he's a free safety, all in one. That's how Coach Prime was. That's why Coach Prime caught so many pick six. Now Travis will be catching all them pick sixes, but he has to still grow into it. He's not there yet. He's almost there. Give him 3 years, he'll be doing the same thing Prime was doing. He's not as fast as Prime though. Prime, I believe he was a 4.28 or something. He was like a 4. He was really fast. When he was younger, he was really fast. Even when he was older, he was fast. He's the only person I know that in the fourth quarter, when everybody's tired, he can catch a pick six and run it back. He's the only one I know that was that dominant. And then also, he had to bait the quarterback to throw at his man because he acted like he wasn't guarding him, so that the quarterback can throw to his man so he can intercept the ball. That's what Travis is going to do when he gets to the NFL. I ain't going to take too much of your time, man. I'm laying it down just like this and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. The reason why he's not winning the Thorpe is because of Prime. The reason why he's not going to win the Heisman is because of Prime. Why is it because of Prime? Because they don't like him. That's why. Quite frankly, listen, I couldn't be the coach. I'm like, listen, if you're going to penalize my guys, why should I even coach, man? He don't deserve that. He don't deserve the bullshit he's getting. He don't deserve it. And his kids are suffering for it. Shador almost got his legs taken out. That was almost a career-ending injury. And the refs did not call nothing on it. Did they call a late hit? I don't think so. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I don't think they called a late hit. No, they didn't. They called a late hit on an earlier play. But they did not call a late hit on. It was a very dirty play too. So I'm like, damn, is they going to start targeting the next quarterback that comes in? Because the next quarterback that comes in, he going to get all the money too. He's getting all the money because Coach Prime know how to market. He's a marketing genius. They're going to get all the money. So it's like it's kind of it's disgusting actually, the way the kids are getting targeted. You said Ray Caruth ran a foot. What? Why are you even bringing Ray Caruth up, man? That got nothing to do with this. Now, that has nothing to do with this. Like, why are you bringing Ray Caruth up, man? Because of what he did? That's why you bringing Ray Caruth up? Delete your comment or I'm going to block you. Please, delete the comment. I'm going to let you delete it. I'm not going to delete it. Because Ray Caruth has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Please delete the comment, please, before I continue. Okay, you tested me. You're not going to delete it. Well, you blocked, man. You blocked. Now, don't test me, man. I gave you, yo, just delete the comment. Because that was not called for. We're not sitting here talking about Ray Caruth. We're not talking about Ray Caruth. The fuck? We talking about right now. I know why you brought Ray Caruth up, though. I know why you did it. But anyway. So, yes, he's the most dominant. He's actually playing 3 positions on defense. He's playing cornerback. He don't turn into a wide receiver. And he's a free safety. It's very dangerous to throw in his vicinity. Very dangerous because he can actually intercept the ball. He's going to get a lot better with it in the NFL. So at least these kids can go get top dollar now, because I feel like they're being targeted in the NFL. I mean, in the NCAA, it's crazy. They're being targeted. It was no way that the ref shouldn't have called a late hit on, what's his name? Shador. That was a late hit. They didn't call it because they don't care. Yeah, they did pick it up. Brian, you're right about that. But they said they threw the flag on another play. It was another play they threw it on, not his late hit. I'm glad that his legs wasn't planted in the ground or didn't get stuck. If that was turf, his career would have been over. If he was on turf, yeah, his career would have been over, man. Straight up over. And then, as far as I'm concerned, if that was my player, we won't have a game because there's been a bench clearing situation, and we won't have a game no more. The game would have been called. But again, Travis played 3 positions on defense. Well, just say 2. He played 2. He's a cornerback and free safety. But if you throw his way, he turns into a wide receiver because he's very dominant, and so that's why I think he should get it. And also, if he wins the Heisman, which I think they're going to snub him for the Heisman too, so they can have one last laugh on Coach Prime. And but I hope he win the Heisman though. But I think they're going to be funny with it. They've been had this thing for Coach Prime, even when he was a player. It's always been that way. It's been a love-hate relationship with the media. They just don't like people just that overly confident. They don't like people confident. They just don't. They want us to. It's like the Joe Louis effect. When Joe Louis came along, they made him sign an unofficial contract. Before he fought for the title, they said, listen, we can't have another Jack Johnson. So when you win, you can't celebrate. That's why if you look at his fights after he knocked somebody out, he just go in his corner and relax. He never celebrated. And they wanted him to be quiet, and that's it. I call it the Joe Louis effect. Prime wasn't like that. He told you how good he was, and on Sunday he backed it up. So that's why I say the Joe Louis. That's why, even though Travis is a good kid, but he's associated with Prime. That's why they're not gonna give it to him. It's crazy. He is really good for college football. It's the biggest story in college football. And I bet you this, they won't even give him Coach of the Year. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. He is Coach of the Year. Listen, you inherit a team that was 1-11. The first year you won 4 games. The second year you're bowl eligible, and you could. It depends on what happens Saturday. I mean, they play Friday, right? Depends on what happened. They could still be playing for the Big 12 title. That usually don't happen in the second year. That's Coach of the Year honors. It really is. There's no other coach that's that impressive. And I'm gonna tell you something. He's the best coach in college football. I know people talk about the other people. Listen, man, he been doing this when they were kids, man. That's why I say he knows football. He's been doing it since they were kids, man. Kirby Smart grew up watching Coach Prime. Come on, please. He was a kid. Listen, Kirby Smart was a child when Coach Prime was playing. A child. Okay? When he got drafted, Kirby Smart was playing with Voltron and G.I. Joes. And that's a whole fact. Yeah, the Indiana coach, I could see that. If they give it to the Indiana coach, okay, I'll give the head nod on that, right? I would, but in my mind, he's the Coach of the Year. In my mind. In my mind, he's the Coach of the Year. Indiana was very impressive this year. They were. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't even hate. But, so that's what I wanted to say about Travis. Hands down, he's the Heisman. He played, but he better win that Heisman because he's dominating on both ends of the ball. No other player in college football is doing that. So he's hands down the Heisman. And you know the crazy part is, if he came back for his senior year, he will win that Heisman 2 years in a row. I promise you. It hasn't happened in a long time since what's his name at Ohio State. He could win it twice if he came back, but he's not coming back. But both of them, I would say that both of them, the Indiana coach and Prime, they both have good cases for Coach of the Year. They do. They can still go to the Big 12 championship, but a lot of things have to happen. First of all, they have to win. And they need a couple teams to lose. And then they'll get in. Isn't that crazy? They still have a chance, yes. But despite all of that, they still had a really good season. They still had a really good season, man. A really good season. Listen, they cracked the top 25 in college football. In the Power 5, they cracked the top 25. That's very impressive. I don't care what nobody say. That's what's up right there. So I want to say that. They cracked the top 25 and stayed there. So that's pretty good. I was watching Bucky video, so where do we go from here? Well, where they go from here is the last game. It's the last game the last game is going to be a little emotional. That's the last that's the last game of the season he's going to be coaching his sons. That's the last game. That's it. It's really going to get emotional after the bowl game. That's when it's going to set in. That's when it's going to set in, man. He did his job, man. He did a hell of a job. He sure did. He got 3 of the top earners in NIL. That's what he did. He raised one of the best college quarterbacks in college football. He got one of the best safeties in the game. Now, I know people keep clowning, talking about he ain't a good safety. Yes, he is. Well, I want to see some people go out there and play safety then see how hard it is. And also that play that people keep talking about in the last game, that wasn't his fault. He was in position. He was in position there. And he saved a touchdown. That's what he's supposed to do. He's not supposed to lead the team in tackles. Shit. He's not. That means something that means something went wrong if he's leading the team in tackles. So there you go with that. And then under his tutelage, he's on the verge of coaching a Heisman Trophy winner. That's impressive. A Heisman Trophy winner on top of it. And should be the Thorpe, too. I mean, he should take all the hardware home. That's just it. So that was very impressive for his coaching career. That's what he was able to produce. 3 of the top NIL earners in college football. He turned the program around 360 degrees in his second year. Damn. I thought it was going to be the second year? I did call for him to win 8 games and the ceiling is 10, but damn. He turned around in year 2? Year 2. Some coaches, it take them a while. It take them at least 3, 4, 5 years to really get going. He did it in year 2. Year 2, man. Now, what's going to happen in the off season? All types of stuff. You're already hearing about it. You're already hearing about the recruits flipping because they want a part of the action. They know that next year the game's going to be sold out because that quarterback is coming. Oh, them games going to be, the first game going to be sold the fuck out. I'm just telling you that right now. It's going to be Juju Mania. It's going to be sold out. Sold out. And then he's picking up a lot of high school players. It's just the floodgates are getting ready to open. And then the transfer portal, now people are going to be knocking on the door because they already see what he can do. He's already established now. He's no longer a rookie coach in the Power 5. No longer. So he solidified his place in the Power 5 in year 2. Usually it takes longer than that. So that's what he was able to do. It was a very impressive season. Despite, the last loss. Very impressive. They had a superb season. I don't care what nobody say. Superb. Superb season. And I tip my hat to him. Superb. God damn. You brought all these players together and they did that? Yeah, very superb. In conjunction with all the coaches. Look at all the coaches he had. Look what he was able to do. Bring all them coaches in. It's crazy. Look at the defensive coach. It only took a few games for him to solidify himself in college football as one of the top defensive analysts, the top defensive coaches on the planet. It only took him 1 year. Yeah, I didn't get to the IMG pipeline yet. Look at the IMG connection. He got a former IMG coach on the team. Okay. The trainer, she came from IMG. Yes, she did. Then she went to Jackson State. And she followed them to Colorado. Yep. And then he got 2 IMG players. He had 3, but 1 left. He had 3. But 1 decided he wanted to transfer. The wide receiver. So yeah, that's what I want to say right there. 100% with no preservatives added. This was an impressive season. This is something of legend. You can't make this up right here. Yes, see, Coach Prime, he's a winner. Of course they won that last game. Of course they did. They fell short. It's all good. So, actually, they won the game, in my opinion, because Shador was able to get the fuck up. That's a win in my book, because I thought he was done. When he was slow to get up, I said, oh boy, he done. But once he walked, he's a tough ass too. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a tough dude. That is one tough cookie. Let me tell you something, man. And here's the funny part. He's being stalked. Oh yeah, they being stalked. Him and Travis is being stalked. And they being stalked by an owner that man, the Cowboys go a long way with me, right? But they're being stalked because he's tanking his season, and he's doing it on purpose. That man is literally tanking his season for them top 2 picks. And he's done it before. That's why I know that's what he's up to again. He's done it before in the history, and he solidified the top 2 picks. And I don't know how owners let him get away with that. But he seemed to have so much clout where he can probably wrap up. If he wrap up the top 2 picks, Travis and Shador, they playing together again. And he going to get Shiloh too. Just for people that think he ain't going to get drafted. He going to get him too. And if he really had it his way, he'll get everybody. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because he want to sell that stadium out. He want all the press. So he want to snatch it up. That's what he want to do. But he ain't going to be successful in that. But if he had it his way, he's trying to get the top 2 picks. That's why he's tanking. He's benching people when he's not supposed to. And there's no reason for people to be that's good at sitting on the bench. But he don't want to win the game. That's exactly what he's doing right now. So it's going to be very, very interesting on draft day. Because he's going to try to get rid of a lot of players to convince teams to let me have them top 2 spots. You can have the next 3 years of my first round draft picks, and you can have these players and take CeeDee Lamb too. That's what he gonna do. To try to get these top 2 spots, because his goal is he gonna try to make another run at it, and he want to sell out that stadium. That's exactly what he want to do. He got one more run left in him, and he try to make another run. He can't win it with Dak in them. He just can't. It's I don't know what's up with the combination. Even though I think they could have won more games this year, but he tanking. Just like we thought he would. Yeah, you say you hope he go to the Raiders. Yeah, that's a nice look right there, the Raiders. A very nice look, right? It'll give me a reason to go to Las Vegas. But who knows? The Giants is lurking too. Oh, yes, they're lurking. So it's going to be an interesting situation. But it's going to be an exciting one, because him and Shador and Travis might as well sit at the same table because they both leaving back to back. With the first pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Raiders are on the clock. Yep, they're on the clock. And we already know who they're going to get. If the Raiders, yeah, we already know. With the first pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, and the crowd is already cheering in Las Vegas. They're already cheering. The Los Angeles Raiders select quarterback out of Colorado, Shador Sanders. With the second pick of the NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. And we already know who they're going to get. They're on the clock. They're on the clock. And then Travis go ahead and walk up there. But I don't know. I don't know the combination. We have to wait for the lottery to see what teams and what order they're going to pick. That's how we'll know where they're going. So Travis is spending his off season in Dallas. So Travis, you might as well look for a house there because one of y'all going to Dallas. If he had it his way, which I think he's going to try to get it his way again with these owners and bully him, he's going to get the top 2 picks. So you might as well start looking for a house in Dallas. Might as well, or wherever they play at, because that's what I see happening, which is exciting. And then Shiloh start looking for y'all already got a house in Texas, so y'all might as well just go ahead and go home because that's where you playing at. Period. Because why? Because he want that fanfare. He want the attention. That's what he wants. I remember when Shador and them went to the Cowboys game. Look how Jerry was looking at him. Like he knew the possibilities, and he was like, "Where's Shiloh at?" Yeah, man, they're gonna try to get him. I hate to say it, y'all. They're gonna try to get him, and I don't like the Cowboys, man. But if he go to Cowboys, guess what? Now I'm with the Cowboys, man. I thought I would never say that, but I'm gonna be with the Cowboys, man. That's just what it is. And if he had it his way, Bucky going too. If he had it his way, yeah, Bucky, come on with the camera. You going too. Prime, come on, you going too. But that ain't happening. But let's see. Prime got something going on in Colorado, man. I tell you that right now. He gonna open the floodgates. You think he did something recruiting last year? Oh boy. He got a nice foundation, don't he? Look at all the players coming back. A lot of those receivers that didn't play this year, they're going to be premiered the next year. Watch. They're just waiting in the wings. Just waiting. Well, now with all the other players, who's going to get drafted? Well, actually, let me just hold on a second. I'm moving ahead of myself. Hold on. Let's look at damn, guys, this season went by fast. So they play this Friday. Okay? They play Friday. They play Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State record is 3-8. Colorado is 8-3. Do y'all see that? They're 3-8 and Colorado is 8-3. Y'all see the numbers? It's in reverse. Colorado's going to finish 9-3. They're going to finish the regular season 9-3. And they're going to need some help to get in the Big 12. If they get in the Big 12 dance, they're winning it. They're going to win it. And then the storyline continues. So we just got to wait and see. Anything can happen. I know some teams that don't look like they're going to lose. But I've seen stranger things happen before, so get your Cinderella shoes ready because they might start dancing. So we'll see. We got to take it one game at a time here. But anyway, despite all of that, it's been a really good season, and I just wanted to say I really enjoyed it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was a healthy distraction for me. I take my hats off to all of them. It's very hard to win in the Power 5. And you guys won. It's extremely hard to win. So I really appreciate the season. I enjoyed it. It seemed like yesterday when Travis played for the first time. Now he's leaving. It's crazy. I remember Shador played for the first time. Now he's leaving. I remember Shiloh at South Carolina. Now he's leaving. So Father Time don't wait for nobody. But I really enjoyed every single game. I enjoyed it this year. Job well done for all the coaches. All the coaches, they did a hell of a job. Now, this draft situation, they got several players getting drafted. We know that the two obvious is Shador and Travis. That linebacker getting drafted. I don't care what nobody say. He remind me of Ray Lewis. Yeah, he do. So for NFL teams, if you watching, he's a steal. If you get him, it's a steal. It's almost like you performing a heist if you get him. Both of them. I like both of them. What's the Will Shepard, he should be getting drafted. You know, he had a lot of experience in the SEC. He has it on his resume. He caught some big passes this year. So we're gonna look for him in the later rounds. Uh, who else? A lot of them. I see their names getting called this year, man. If not, they're gonna make an NFL team regardless. So that's what he got on his resume, man. He turned that program into a winner already. Look what he did for the local economy. All that's a plus. So yeah, man. It's the biggest show in town. Biggest show in town. That's all people were talking about. I mean, they talking about the other teams too, but it's one of the biggest shows in town. That's right. So, man, I just wanted to say, man, I really, really appreciated them this year. It was a healthy distraction from me. It took my mind away from a lot of my problems, and I really appreciate them for that. I really do. I don't give a damn if they win a game. I appreciated them, but it's all the benefit that they won all these games. So that's what I wanted to say there. And I'm going to be following all of their careers wherever they go. Like that. I ain't going to never forget this year. This was a cornerstone year. Last year was the building of the cornerstone. This was the cornerstone / foundational year. And the foundation is now solidified. They have a lot of key players coming back. And they're going to have some players that they're adding on. Yeah, great memories. I really appreciate them kids, man. Them some good kids. They are. Very good kids, man. And money can't buy that. Very, very good kids. Young men, excuse me. That's right. And so yeah. Damn, I can't believe the game is Friday. Whew, that's crazy. Guys, this game is Friday, November 29th at 12 p.m. That's weird. Friday at 12 p.m.? Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird. So, let me see. Yeah, that's Eastern Standard Time. That's Friday at 12 p.m. I don't like that time slot. I really don't. But I'm usually done. I'm back home around 12 p.m. anyway, because I'm out of here at 3 o'clock in the morning handling my business. So I'm usually done at 12 p.m., so it'll work out for me. So I don't have too much to complain about there. But I ain't missing that game for nothing. So yeah, because that's some of them young men last college game. So I'm not missing that. So yeah, very nice season, man. I appreciated some of you, man. We had a really good conversation this year. And next year will be the same, God willing, alhamdulillah. It's in God's will that we will be back next year talking about it. And, we talking about in the off season. Because remember, this conversation don't stop. The off season with the recruiting. That's where it's going down. They already landed the biggest recruit. Now they adding more. You heard today they adding more. More people are flipping. So that news is steady coming in. And yeah, it is must-see TV. And yeah, must-see TV. At least Prime get to tune in on Sunday after football. He get to see his kids play. See, sit back. He don't drink though. I crack a cold one open for him. But now I got to watch NFL because I don't watch NFL. Now I got to watch it. I've been tuning in a little bit here and there. That'll be funny if the Jets get one of them. I don't even want them to go to the Jets, to be honest with you, because the Jets, they're at least Jerry Jones want to win. They don't. They just like the prestige in having an NFL team. You know, they do get a few good pieces. Remember, they had Darrelle Revis for all those years, so they do get. They had DeBrickashaw Ferguson, and they had Kevin Mawai. They had a lot of good players. It's just they just never got it together. Yeah, the NFL is not interesting. It's going to be interesting traversing them out there. That's what's going to make it interesting. Wherever they go, I'm watching. And look, if they play Washington, oh, I'm going to that game because I'm right there. I got to go to that to see him. I gotta go to that. But other than that, we'll see. If Shador come to town, I gotta go see that. Yeah, I don't watch NFL, but I'm gonna follow a couple players. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I appreciated you guys with the conversation this season. Really appreciate you. And if I don't talk to you, I guess enjoy your food day. Yeah, I'm staying local. I was supposed to be traveling, but I'm staying local. Christmas, I'm traveling, but yeah. You said Travis need more picks. You said someone got 7. Who got 7? Damn, somebody got 7 picks. That's not bad, man. 7 picks, not bad, man. Yeah, you guys stay safe out there, and we're gonna continue this conversation. We got a lot to talk about. The last game, the bowl game. Hopefully that Big 12, man. Hopefully, because I did bet on it. So hopefully, we need some teams to lose though. But anything can happen. But yeah, we got the bowl game. And I hope some of them play in the bowl game because, usually some people don't want to play in it. They don't want to get hurt. So, but anyway, I guess whoever step up to play, that'll be a good bowl game. Yeah, they're still alive. They just need a few players, a few teams to lose. And they need to win out. That's pretty much it. Anything can happen. I think Georgia, they mad about their ranking. They're a little salty about it. But it's just been one of those seasons. They were real salty. I think the coach was, about the rankings and stuff, but it is what it is. You said the NFL is boring. You follow your boy Russell. You in Seattle, okay. Yeah, the NFL, man, it's it's a few exciting players in there. The kid in Washington, and I did follow the Bears a little bit this year. That's about it. I tuned in to see what Sauce Gardner was doing. A couple players I'm watching, but Aaron Rodgers done. Like, I think this is it for him. So they're in the market for a quarterback too. Giants are too. Because I think they're going to try to get Shador too, the Giants. That's a good look for him in that Big Apple, but we'll see. Just going to have to wait for the draft order, see what happens. Because Jerry over there tanking his season, man. Unbelievable. They can't win a game. You said A-Rod one more season? I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know. If I was, I'd be ready to retire anyway. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'd be like, you know what? I don't made all the money, and I'm done. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining. I'm about to go live on the other spot. Bump my gums over there a little bit. And that's it, man. Call it a day. Guys, I will see you on